What's happening, folks? My name is Robbie and today we're talking about the stock market. Slight change of scenery today. We're actually in my bedroom today because in the other room the weather outside, it's raining, it's windy and it's actually making the walls shake. So this side of the building's getting it a lot less. So what's the plan for today's video? The question is, can I beat the stock market by flipping this coin?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
A few days ago, I read an article in Forbes titled, "Any Monkey Can Beat the Stock Market." The article basically states that if you give a monkey enough darts, he'll beat the stock market. So what does that mean? Research affiliates simulated the results of monkeys throwing darts at the stock pages in a newspaper. Whichever company was hit by a dart would be invested in, and they simulated this over time from 1964 onwards. The average monkey outperformed the stock market by 1.7%, which is more than some hedge funds have returned. So, is your money better off with a monkey or in a hedge fund? Who knows? Since I read this article, I decided I'd like to do something similar myself, a little experiment, and I thought it would make a good YouTube video. So I started doing some research online and stumbled upon the fact that, of course, Graham Stephan has beat me to it. This guy's the hardest working guy on YouTube. Of course he beat me to it. The video was titled, "I spent $100,000 on a stock picking monkey." So I'll link that below in the description so you can go and watch that as well. So here's a problem I have. I don't have $100,000 that I'm willing to invest on what a monkey picks, and I also don't have a monkey. So I've decided to do an experiment of my own, put my own little spin on things. I've opened up a new Etoro account, which you can also do by clicking the link in the description, and deposited $1,500 into the account. I've created this random selection wheel, which I'll show you in a second, and I've entered all 100 companies in the FTSE 100. So the FTSE 100 is the 100 largest companies listed on the London Stock Exchange based on market cap. So the plan is very simple. I'm going to spin the wheel. It's going to show us one of the 100 companies in the FTSE 100. I'm going to flip a coin, not this actual coin. I'll do that on Google so I can screen record it and you can see the coin flip. And if the coin comes up heads, I'll invest $150 into that stock. And if it's tails, I'll spin the wheel again until we've got 10 companies. Once we have the 10 companies, I'll invest $150 into each company for the full $1,500. Then we can compare the results on this day next year on the results of the FTSE 100 and this little portfolio here of 10 companies and see which one has performed better. Today's the 23rd of February 2021, so I'll invest in these stocks today and we'll check back on the 23rd of February 2022. So as it stands right now, the FTSE 100 is at 6,607.94 pence. That's our starting number today. The question is, can we beat that next year? So let's get started. Bin number one, Fresnillo PLC. Are we buying it? Tails. So we'll hide that choice. And we'll go again, there's now 99 in the wheel. Royal Dutch Shell PLC. Will we buy it? No, we won't. Hide, and we go again. Tesco. Will we buy Tesco? No, we won't buy Tesco. This is not going to plan. BP. Come on. Heads. Okay, so we're buying BP. Good. Schroders PLC. Are we buying it? No, we are not. Experian. Heads. We're buying Experian. Two good companies so far. Aviva. Tails. We are not buying Aviva. Spirax Sarco Engineering. Heads. So we're buying Spirax Sarco Engineering. Rio Tinto PLC. Let's find out. Heads. We are buying Rio Tinto. Associated British Foods. Tails. Halma PLC. Heads. We're buying Halma. Hikma Pharmaceuticals. Heads. So we're buying Hikma Pharmaceuticals. I believe we're at 6. Intertech Group. Heads, we're buying Intertech Group. We're making some headway now. Rolls-Royce. Heads, we're buying Rolls-Royce. That's exciting. 2 more to go. 3i Group. Tails, we ain't buying them. National Grid PLC. What's it going to be? Heads, we're buying National Grid PLC. 1 more, hopefully this is a good one. GlaxoSmithKline. Tails, we are not buying GlaxoSmithKline. Auto Trader, okay. Tails, we're not buying Auto Trader. Vodafone. Are we buying Vodafone? No, we're not. Jeez. JD Sports. Heads, JD Sports. Okay, so we have our 10 companies. Now it's time to invest the money. Right, okay, so we are now in Etoro. There I am in the corner. As you can see here, we have £1,500 available. So first up is BP. So we will buy $500. Whoa. So we'll buy $150 of BP. Okay, BP has been purchased. Next up, Experian. There it is. We want to buy $150. Done. Next up, Spirax Sarco. $150. Done. Rio Pinto. Okay, that's not showing up. Did I say Pinto? Rio Tinto. My apologies. Rio Tinto, 150. Done. Next up, Halma PLC. Hikma Pharmaceuticals, 150. Intertech Group, open. Rolls-Royce, National Grid, last but not least, JD Sports. And there we go. All 10 companies are now invested. As we can see, I've currently lost 50 cents. So hopefully that goes up between now and next year. Okay, so we're all done. We've invested in the 10 companies. Now, let's actually see what the companies do. Who are these companies and what have I invested in here? Okay, here are our 10 companies. BP. BP is a British oil and gas company covering all areas of the oil and gas industry. So that's production, refining, distribution and marketing, power generation and trading. It also has renewable energy interests in biofuels, wind power, smart grid and solar technology. In the last year, the stock price has dropped 35%. Experian PLC. Experian is a multinational credit reporting company. It collects and aggregates data for over 1 billion people and businesses. It is one of the big 3 credit reporting companies alongside TransUnion and Equifax. In the past year, the stock price has dropped 13.97%. Spirax Sarco Engineering. Spirax Sarco Engineering is a British manufacturer of steam management systems. They operate in food producing, oil refining, beer making and drug manufacturing companies. In the past year, their stock has risen by 17.8%. Rio Tinto. Rio Tinto is the world's second largest metals and mining corporation. They produce iron ore, copper, diamonds, gold and uranium. Their stock has risen 58.18% in the past year. Halma PLC. Halma PLC is a British group of safety equipment companies that makes products for hazard detection and life protection. In the past year, Halma's stock has risen 9.88%. Hikma Pharmaceuticals. Hikma Pharmaceuticals is a British pharmaceutical company that manufactures non-branded generic pharmaceutical products. Their stock has risen 27.65% in the past year. Intertek Group. Intertek Group is an assurance, inspection, product testing and certification company. They provide quality and safety assurances to industries such as construction, healthcare, food and transport. Their stock has dropped 4.16% in the past year. Rolls-Royce plc. Rolls-Royce plc is a British aerospace and defence company, not a car company. That part of Rolls-Royce is owned by BMW. Rolls-Royce designs, manufactures and distributes power systems for the aviation industry. They are the second largest maker of aircraft engines and the 16th largest defence contractor. Their stock has dropped 50% in the past year. National Grid plc. National Grid plc is an electricity and gas utility company. It is one of the largest investor-owned utility companies in the world. Their stock has dropped 20.18% in the past year. JD Sports plc. JD Sports plc is a sports fashion retail company who owns companies such as JD, Size, Foot Patrol, Scott's and Blacks. Their stock has risen 1.84% in the past year. So those are the 10 companies that we have invested in this afternoon. I've looked at the stock prices last year in comparison to today and discovered that if we had invested the same $1,500 last year, we would now be sitting on £1,458.52. So we would have lost 2.77%. That doesn't take into account any dividends that may be paid from owning these stocks. That's just based on the stock's price last year and the stock's price today. Obviously, a lot of economies have been on hold because people have been in lockdown in certain countries like Britain. Hopefully these companies have a lot of room for growth over the next year. A lot of them have dropped in value over the past year, so there's hopefully room for recovery there, but only time will tell. We're going to have to wait until next February until we find out really how this performs. So to finish up this week's video, I'm going to play a little game. So if you've got this far in the video, comment below and let me know which of the 10 companies you think will perform best, and also which company you think will perform the worst. Fingers crossed no one goes into administration this year. So folks, that's the end of this investment journey for today. If you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to let me know in the comments below and give this video a like and subscribe, and who knows what we're going to be doing next week. Thanks for watching, take it easy.